Hey guys, it's Nick here. Yesterday, Player First Games announced that in May of this year, MultiVersus is shutting down, and Season 5 will be its final season of content. I wish I could say I'm surprised, but I'm really not. This game has made bad choice after bad choice and alienated the player base so much so that it led to this. So for this video, I'll be going over the shutdown news, as well as discussing my thoughts on what led to this. I remember when MultiVersus was first announced, people were hyped about a new Smash Bros. Clone with Warner Bros. Characters. With so many different licenses under Warner Bros. Belt, it was sure to be a success, right? The game launched as a beta, which was out for a while. It had a handful of its own issues, but it was new and still seemed promising. They took the beta offline for a year to tweak the game and add new content, and MultiVersus fully released in May 2024. With a pretty solid return too, adding the likes of Jason Voorhees and Agent Smith to draw people back in. And it worked, for a while. As the seasons progressed, the devs continued to make questionable decisions. For one, the new characters were just not exciting or relevant. I stopped playing the game around Season 2. Season 3 did nothing to bring me back by adding a character nobody knows like Nubia. And now the final DLC characters we're getting are Lola Bunny and Aquaman. Yikes. The devs seem out of touch with their player base. WB has access to so many awesome characters that they didn't utilize. Mordecai and Rigby, Scorpion and Sub-Zero, Ben 10, Scooby-Doo. The list goes on, but no. Instead of awesome characters that would have had players excited, they had the likes of Nubia and Banana Guard. It's also worth keeping in mind that MultiVersus was a live service game, so they were making their money off of the battle passes and skins, which were overpriced. Any good skin that wasn't just a recolor is $20 here in Canada. The devs were milking us for money even back in the beta, when they weren't delivering enough content to make it worthwhile. They've been pretty vague on the reason why the game is shutting down, but if I had to guess, it's probably because the game isn't making as much money or retaining enough popularity that it needs to continue running. In other words, losing Warner Bros. More money. Then there was the Rifts mode, which was just a frustrating mess of chaos and unreasonable difficulty. It's not even like it was optional either, because they locked Agent Smith behind grinding the hell out of the Rifts mode. I know 2 of my friends straight up stopped playing after the first season Rifts, and I don't blame them. It doesn't help that you have to grind and put a lot of time in to unlock new characters. I know they've changed the way unlocking characters worked since I last played, but when I looked into it, it still seemed grindy and confusing, but now you didn't have to earn a currency to unlock them. I mean, I don't know, I start the game and all I have is Shaggy? That's such bullshit. There should have been a handful of characters unlocked from the get-go, including Rain Dog, because who the fuck wants to pay or grind for their original character? MultiVersus has been struggling for months with retaining players, and honestly, it kinda just feels like the developers wanted this game to fail the way they've been handling things. So what's the deal? What's gonna happen in May? Well, the final DLC season starts in February and will end in May, which will also be the end of service for this game's servers. You will be able to play MultiVersus still, but only offline. What a letdown for people who still play this game and spend their money on it. I hope Warner Bros. Has learned their lesson after this and Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Stay the hell away from live service games. Through and through, I tried to keep hope that MultiVersus could turn things around, but no such luck. The game's player base has already dwindled, and the developers just can't seem to get things back on track. I put about 75 hours into this game, and I definitely had some fun times, but it's time for MultiVersus to come to an end. So what do you guys think? Are you sad to see MultiVersus go, or do you think it was time for the game to shut down? Which characters were you hoping to see added? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, this has been Nick. See you later.